As someone online pointed out, we got an entire Spider-Man trilogy before James Gunn got to finish his Guardians of the Galaxy trilogy. It's Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 today on Mark's Movie Reviews. Good afternoon, everyone. Your old pal Mark Cappis here with another installment of Mark's Movie Reviews. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is here at last, and it's amazing that we've gotten here. When Marvel first announced Guardians of the Galaxy way back in the early 2010s, people were doubtful. They said it was too obscure a property to work as a movie, but then writer-director James Gunn took the gig, and he propelled them to the forefront of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. He guided the Guardians through their first and second films, and then we hit a major speed bump. So, Guardians of the Galaxy 3, it was originally going to be the kickoff to Marvel's Phase 4, coming out in May of 2020. But then some old, politically incorrect jokes that Gunn made on Twitter early in his career came to light, and Gunn was fired from the project. After an apology from Gunn and a massive swell of support from the fans and the stars themselves, Gunn was reinstated. Gunn came back just in time to bring his trilogy to an end. Is this a good send-off for the Guardians? It's not long after the events of Avengers Endgame, and the Guardians are helping to rebuild the galactic community of nowhere. Their leader, Peter Quill, is spending too many days drinking himself stupid, still mourning the loss of Gamora. But then our heroes are attacked by Adam Warlock, and Rocket is gravely injured. Something about the medical procedure that turned Rocket into a sentient being is preventing our heroes from saving him. So the Guardians suit up and go on the quest to save Rocket. Along the way, they're joined by a time-travel duplicate of Gamora, who has no memories of her time with the Guardians, and they continue to be pursued by Adam Warlock. The Guardians must dive deep into Rocket's origins, confront their own demons, and eventually face off with the mad geneticist known as the High Evolutionary. Talk about your strange new worlds. We go to some truly amazing cosmic locations in the film, like Orgacor, which is a gigantic fleshy planet. We got some great space battles going on as well, but of course, it all comes down to our characters. Seeing Peter interact with Gamora too, and finally get some closure with that whole incident is really nice. Seeing Mantis starting to come into her own is a real treat to see. But the living, breathing heart of this film is Rocket, as we flash back to his truly tragic origins. We finally see where this little guy came from, and man oh man is it heartbreaking. And it all comes at the machinations of the High Evolutionary, which is probably one of the best villains that Marvel has put to the screen in some time. We got some fascinating new characters that are introduced, like Cosmo the Space Dog and Adam Warlock himself, but as great as these new characters are, we don't spend a lot of time with them getting to know them. You probably heard by now that the film has Marvel's first ever F-bomb, and there's some truly graphic scenes pushing the limits of the PG-13 rating. Sometimes it does feel like it's just in there for shock value. This is the perfect blend of humor and pathos that had me in tears by the end. This is probably the best that Marvel has put out since Avengers Endgame. I give it 4 out of 4 nibs.